Let's build a Solana trading app for tokenized stocks. Stocks on the blockchain, with zero fees and available 24/7.
The plan is to build a trading grid bot for Solana. The idea is to create a front end using Firebase Studio, a backend using the latest Grok 4 Expert at current time, and OpenAI Sora for the UI UX design in conjunction with Firebase Studio. The idea is to build a trading bot for stocks with UI made with Sora on React, backend on TypeScript using Grok, and front end built in Firebase Studio. Important disclaimer: this video is for educational purposes only and does not constitute financial advice of any kind. Always do your own research before investing. Okay, but what are xstocks? Xstocks are traditional stocks bought on chain, on Solana. They are backed by real stocks, so they have the same value. Xstocks, instead of a traditional broker to buy stocks, the idea is that you have 24/7 availability. In a traditional broker, you will have only on market hours. You can freely transfer your stock. You can transfer stocks to other wallets, to your family, to your friends. No commissions on Solana. Only you pay the fee for the liquidity. In some brokers, the commission can be high. They are DeFi ready, and traditional brokers usually they are not. They are accessible. Okay, what are xstocks on Solana? The core concept is that they are tokenized equities, regular stocks into blockchain tokens on Solana. Each token, for example, Apple X is for Apple, is backed by a real share that is held safely by the company backed. Core concept number 2, DeFi concept. The core concept number 2 is compatible with DeFi. These tokens work seamlessly with DeFi apps on Solana. You can lend them for interest, swap on dexes like Radium, or use as collateral on Camino, for example, to get USDC and put your money to work while holding tokens, while holding stocks and getting exposure to finance. Core concept number 3, 24/7 on-chain trading. So you can have your stocks anytime, day or night. You can claim the value of the stock in USDC or Solana, and you can get the money at any time. Okay, so the idea is to build a robot app to trade stocks on Solana using sentiment analysis, and the main idea is to build a grid bot. The grid bot would have a grid layer with grids. This is an example of the grid bot, and you will trade your top stocks all on your device. The idea is to publish the code on GitHub, and everyone can copy and can replicate this robot on their computers.
The future of trading. The plan is simple. Build a Web3 Solana tokenized stock trader that lives directly on your device. Automate every buy, every sell. Buy low, sell high. Open source, on-chain, yours. The future of...
Okay, so why xstocks? They are permissionless, they are crypto native, so they are democratizing finance. By democratizing finance, we mean allowing people from all over the world get exposure to US stocks. This project was initially not for the US and received dividends directly on their wallets. The idea of a grid robot is that you set a grid component with a custom number of grids. In this case, there are four grids, and you profit from volatility. So while the robot, for example, here starts the robot, if the price goes up, you sell. If the price goes down, you buy. Then goes up, you sell. So the more volatile the market is, the better. And if the robot goes out of the grid, you sell all and you get USDC. Also, if the robot goes down, you sell all and you get only USD. So here is another good image explaining the concept. You have a lower limit, an upper limit, or highest price or lower price. And the idea is you start here. If the price goes down, you buy, then you sell, then the price goes down again, buy, and then price goes up, and you continue sell, and you increment you earn a total of 5 profits because you sell 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. How a grid bot works. Okay, this is another good image of how a grid robot works. Here is the current price. So if the price goes up, U is red, so you sell, and then this is the current price. If it goes down, it's green, so you buy and you profit while the robot is on grid. And of course, you want the price to goes up, so you can close the grid bot while earning some profit. If the price go down, you can have losses, but you can have draw or wins or earns if there is a lot of time of exposure to grids and to buy and sells. Okay, so for example, you can buy $100 of NVIDIA tokenized X stock and borrow USD on Camino with your NVIDIA stocks. And finally, provide liquidity on Meteora and with the earnings repay the borrow. So this is my example. I buy some NVIDIA on Jupiter, then I put that NVIDIA on Camino, and then I use my NVIDIA stocks to get some borrow. And this USDC, I'm using it to provide liquidity on DeFi. Overview of xstocks. What are tokenized stocks or ETFs? Each token, for example, NVIDIA X for NVIDIA, is backed 1-for-1 by an actual share of NVIDIA. Key examples. Popular assets include Apple, Tesla stocks, Microsoft stocks, Amazon, Coinbase, ETFs like Standard & Poor's 500 or Vanguard, and even Nasdaq. How tokenization works. The process involves acquiring real shares via brokers, depositing them with a custodian, and minting equivalent SPL tokens on Solana. This was done by the company backed on Solana that created xstocks. Benefits of tokenized stocks on Solana. 24/7 trading. Unlike traditional markets limited to business hours, xstocks can be traded anytime at Solana fast, low-cost networks. No commissions and low barriers. DeFi integration. Use xstocks as collateral for lending on Camino and get USD while you hold the stocks, while you get exposure to US stocks. Additional perks. Global accessibility, programmable features for events like stock splits. So here's again the idea. You have 24/7 for trading hours. On a traditional broker, market hours only. You have no fees on Kraken. You can use your X stocks for lending and AMMs. Instant on-chain and global self-custody. You are the custodian of your stocks instead of a broker. Instead of a broker that is US focused. Why holding stocks in your crypto wallet is so revolutionary? The core revolution. xstocks bridge TradeFi and DeFi, allowing you to hold US stocks in Solana wallet like any crypto asset. You can trade them, as we say, 24/7, transfer them instantly in less than a second, and program ownership. Example, auto lending. How tokenized stocks on Solana secure stock value. Secures the value of tokenized stocks. For example, for NVIDIA, the company backed that created the project has one stock for any one stock minted as an asset backing. This is for regulatory compliant token structures and Oracle integrations that ensure alignment with real-world market prices during swaps. Core security mechanisms for token value. Backing and custody. Each stock token is backed. Proof of reserve. Solana-backed company uses Chainlink's proof of reserve mechanism, provides on-chain verification that the tokenized supply matches the custodied assets. Solana token extensions for compliance and security. So they have a pausable config. They are the permanent delegates, so they can freeze or bounce the assets in response to legal orders. Transfer hook. Custom logic can be applied to transfers. This prevents unauthorized manipulations that could devaluate tokens in DeFi pools. Okay, but how it works handling swaps in Radium CLLM pools? At current time, CLLM pools for NVIDIA and Tesla are the more liquid liquidity pools with more tokens on Solana for Tesla stocks and NVIDIA stocks. So while pool prices can fluctuate based on supply demand, value security comes from arbitrage incentives. So there are people doing arbitrage on DEXs and centralized exchanges. Oracle integrations, Chainlink Oracles feed real-time data to prevent extreme deviations. Protocols can use this price validation or automated adjustments in lending apps like Amino, which collateralize xstocks. No direct locking of value during swaps. Instead of one-for-one hand-proof reserve, ensure the token remains redeemable at market value of chain if needed. So you can hold your stocks and you can do KYC on the backend company or next stocks, and you can claim the real value of the stock, or you can change it, or you can swap it instantly on Jupiter. So you can use Radium to instantly get a Nvidia stock backed by xstocks. What is Chainlink Oracle? A Chainlink Oracle is a secure bridge that connects smart contracts on a blockchain to off-chain data and systems. The idea is to validate and deliver external information to the blockchain, enabling the creation of hybrid smart contracts that can react to real-world events. In our case, we're using real-world assets. So Chainlink provides tokenized assets with critical market data needed to manage and facilitate transactions. These are the current Dune stats for xstocks. For centralized exchange and DEX volume is 9 billion, a lot. Also 1.6 billion for total on-chain volume, for total on-chain transaction volume, and 44,000 unique holders of xstocks, of tokenized stocks at current time. Is big news for the industry. This X post was epic, accessible for the people, compliant for institutions, composable for the new economy. Okay, as we say, X stocks are tokenized US stocks that are called ETFs on the Solana blockchain. You will receive dividends automatically. For example, if you hold one Netflix stock and you get a 10% dividend, 1.10 Netflix instantly gets into your wallet for seamless growth. So dividends work on chain. Via the Camino lending integration, users will be able to deploy their X stocks as collateral via a new xstocks market, enabling borrows against the following assets: Apple, Nvidia, Google, Meta, Tesla, Standard & Poor's 500, and Nasdaq. Obtaining market price during swaps on Jupiter. Jupiter's role. Jupiter is a DEX aggregator that routes swaps across multiple venues, Radium and other AMMs or RFK systems, to find the best price. Chainlink oracles as the source. Real-time market prices come from Chainlink data streams, which deliver sub-second updates on stock prices. How it used for swaps? Jupiter queries Oracle-fed prices to benchmark quotes. It combines AMM pools depths from Radium for on-chain liquidity and RFK spreads, real-time quotes from market makers driven by Oracle's market data. This ensures the swap price closely tracks the actual stock market value, minimizing slippage. Okay, so finally, this is the main company behind xstocks, is Backend. These are all the partners, so big partners: Solana, Alpaca, Kraken, Bybit, Gate, that are centralized exchanges, and this is the main project. Chainlink, as we say, and these are all the products at current time on Solana and Ethereum. As you see, about Accenture, Google, Amazon, Apple, Cisco, Coca-Cola, Coinbase, and also they are planning to add more: Intel, Goldman Sachs. So big news: Meta, McDonald's, Master. So big news for the crypto space and for all the crypto natives.